Welcome friends. In this new video we will see proof of theorem on prime numbers. One of the important theorem for prime numbers is given by Dirichlet's, and the statement of that theorem is on your screen. A and B are relatively primes. Relatively prime means the greatest common divisor of A and B is 1. So, if A and B are relatively prime positive integers, then the arithmetic progression A comma A plus B comma A plus 2B A plus 3B dash contains infinite number of primes. Keeping this view, we are proving another theorem for prime numbers. If all the n greater than 2 terms of the arithmetic progression p comma p plus d comma p plus 2d dash p plus n minus 1d are prime numbers, then the common difference here d is divisible by every prime number q less than n. This is the statement which we are going to be proved here. The proof is a very beautiful. We are using the method of contradiction once again to prove this theorem. Friends, you will enjoy the proof, and it is one of the important technique of proving the theorems, that is the contradiction. Up to this video, in the previous videos on the number theories, we have seen that there are number of theorems which we have proved by using the method of contradiction. So once again here we assume the contradiction, that means there is, consider a prime number. So we consider here, consider a prime number q less than n, and assume that this q is not divisor of d. Q is not a divisor of d. Okay, then we claim that, here we are making one claim. We claim that the arithmetic progression, the arithmetic progression 1 p plus p comma p plus d dash p plus 2d up to p plus q minus 1d leaves will leave different reminders, when divided by q. So look at this, we are here claim, this is our claim. We have not yet proved that this number p comma p plus d comma p plus 2d p plus q minus 1 into d will gives us a different reminder. Suppose that there are two numbers which gives us same reminder. That means from this list, if possible, this is possibility, if possible we have two numbers p plus j into d and p plus k into d will give same remainder. A remainder when divided by q. Look at this here. This 1 is less than equal to j, and between this relation we take relation between j and k is like this. This is my q minus 1. So these two numbers are lies between p and q minus 1. Okay, so these two numbers gives us a same remainder. So when this gives us a same remainder, then we have this q is a divisor of p plus j into d minus p plus k into d. Okay, this happens. Suppose you can see that where we take suppose 2, when we divide 15 we get remainder when 1. When we divide 17 we get remainder 1. Then we can see that 17 minus 15 is 2 and 2 is divisible by 2. So same technique is applying we here. These two numbers p plus j into d is divisible by give the remainder, and p plus kd gives the same remainder when we divide that two numbers by q. But then what we have these two numbers, this subtraction of these two numbers will be divisible by q. So this implies that, look at this, q divides p will be cancelled, and we have this j minus k into d is divisible by q. Okay, but here we can apply Euclid's lemma. What is the Euclid's lemma? If a is a divisor of bc, then and gcd of a comma b equal to 1, then a is a divisor of c. Here q is not divisor of d, we have assumed that, therefore gcd of q comma d equal to 1. This implies that this q is a divisor of j minus k, and it is not possible, it is impossible, since both the numbers are less than q. It is impossible, and therefore these two numbers cannot give us same remainder. In other words, these numbers p comma p plus d, p plus 2d, p plus q minus 1d will gives us a different remainder. Okay, so come that we arrive at that if this gives us a different reminders, then we have a set of reminders. When we divide these different different numbers, we have different reminders, and that different reminders are 0, 1, 2 up to q minus 1. This and where this t 0 less than equal to t less than equal to q minus 1, the value of t is from 0, 1, 2 up to q minus 1. Okay, but then if this gives, then this q is a, look at this, q is a divisor of p plus t into d, where this 0 is less than equal to t less than equal to q minus 1. Again you can see that q is less than n, and n is less than equal to p is less than equal to p plus t into d, right? Here the relation between p and n is like this, n is less than equal to p. If it is not the relation, that means if p is less than n, if p is less than n, then the progression contains the number p plus p into d. Since the progression contain number p to p plus n minus 1 into d, here p is less than n, so we have this number p plus p into d, but p plus p into d equal to p into 1 plus d. So this is an composite number, it is not a prime, and hence this is not possible, p is less than n. But then we arrive at this number p plus t into d, where value of t is equal to 0 somewhere. Okay, so this is divisible by q. So this forces that p plus t into d is a composite number, and contradiction, since we have taken that in the statement p plus d up to p comma n minus 1 into d are prime numbers. So this is our statement, but here this number is less than n minus 1 and p plus t is a composite number. So this is a contradiction to p comma p plus d p plus n minus 1 into d. These numbers are primes, and this is contradiction because we have assumed that q is not divisor of d. Okay, so here we have q is divisor of d. This proves the theorem.